Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, let's see the food you should avoid during your pregnancy. One of the first things people learn when they are pregnant is what they should not eat. Certain foods should only be consumed rarely, while others should be avoided completely. Here are some foods and beverages to avoid or minimize while you are pregnant. When you are pregnant, everything that goes into your mouth gets shared with your growing baby. Be sure to limit caffeine to 200 mg a day or 1 12-ounce cup of coffee. And also forget alcohol while your baby is growing inside you. To stay safe, avoid these foods during your pregnancy. Though fruits are healthy and mostly recommended, some fruits are just not pregnant women friendly. If precautions are not taken while consuming them, they can cause vaginal bleeding and in worst cases miscarriage as well. Let us look at the list of the fruits that should be avoided during pregnancy. Papaya. It tops the list for obvious reasons. While papayas are rich in macronutrients and vitamins, which are essential for our body, they are one of the most important fruits that should be avoided during your pregnancy. Papayas can cause your body temperature to shoot up, which is not good during pregnancy. Apart from this, the fruit is rich in latex, which can lead to uterine contractions, bleeding and even miscarriage. It may also impair the development of the fetus, so it's best to avoid it. Avoid eating both ripe as well as unripe papayas. Pineapple. These are also not recommended to the pregnant women, as they contain certain enzymes that alters the texture of cervix, which could induce premature contractions, and this can result in miscarriage. Apart from inducing such effect, it is also notorious for causing diarrhea, and that can be very uncomfortable during pregnancy. Pineapple ranks high on the list of fruits to avoid in the first trimester of pregnancy. This is because eating pineapple can lead to sharp uterine contractions, which in turn can result in a miscarriage. Pineapple contains bromelain, an enzyme which breaks down the protein. It can soften the cervix and could result in early labor. This is why you must avoid consuming pineapple during the course of your pregnancy. Next on the list are grapes. Grapes aren't recommended for consumption during the final trimester. They are known to generate heat in the body, which is not good for both mother and the child. Avoid consuming too much grapes during your pregnancy to stay clear of any complications. Tamarind. It is natural to crave for something tangy during pregnancy, and you might immediately think of tamarind instantly. But eating tamarind during pregnancy does more harm than good. Tamarind has been used as an antidote to morning sickness and nausea. However, moderation is the key with regards to eating tamarind. Tamarind is extremely rich in vitamin C, and that is one of the main reasons for it to feature on the list for fruits to be avoided during pregnancy. As tamarind contains high amounts of vitamin C, if consumed in excess, it can suppress the production of progesterone in your body. And the low level of progesterone can lead to a miscarriage, preterm birth, and even lead to cell damage in your fetus. So make sure that you do not consume too much tamarind, especially during the first trimester. Bananas. You might be surprised to see this humble fruit on this list of fruits to avoid during pregnancy. Although eating bananas during pregnancy is considered safe, they should be avoided in certain cases. Women who suffer from allergies and women who have diabetes or gestational diabetes are advised against eating bananas. Bananas contain chitinase, a latex-like substance that is non-allergen. It also increases body heat. So women who are allergic to chitinase should not consume bananas. Bananas also have a good amount of sugar in them, so diabetic people should avoid eating bananas at all costs. Watermelon. Watermelon is generally good for the human body as it enables the body to flush out all the toxins while regulating hydration. But eating watermelon during the pregnancy may expose the body to various toxins that the watermelon flushes out. This fruit is usually good for the health of a pregnant woman, but it can have certain undesirable effects. If consumed in excess, the sugar content in it might rise your blood glucose levels. Sometimes, the diuretic properties of watermelon can even flush out the essential nutrients along with toxins from your body. Besides, it is a cold-inducing food, which is why it is suggested to avoid while pregnancy. Dates. Dates are rich in vitamins and essential nutrients, but pregnant women are often advised to avoid consuming dates. One of the main reasons for dates to make it into the list of forbidden fruits during pregnancy is that they cause the body to heat up and may even lead to uterine contractions. So while eating a single date or 2 per day should be okay, anything more than that can lead to complications. Frozen berries. Pregnant ladies should avoid frozen berries or anything that has been freeze-dried or frozen over extended periods of time. It is always a good idea to consume fresh fruits rather than opting for frozen berries. The original flavor and nutrients in the berries are lost if you freeze it, and eating the same can be toxic to both you and your baby. This is why you may want to opt for fresh berries rather than the frozen or canned variety. High mercury fish. Mercury is a highly toxic element. It has no known safe levels of exposure and is most commonly found in polluted water. In higher amounts, it can be toxic to your nervous system, immune system, and kidneys. It may also cause serious developmental problems in children with adverse effects even in lower amounts. Since it is found in polluted seas, large marine fish can accumulate high amounts of mercury. Therefore, it is best to avoid high mercury fish while pregnant and breastfeeding. High mercury fish you want to avoid includes shark, swordfish, king mackerel, tuna and marlin. However, it is important to note that not all fishes are high in mercury, just certain types. Consuming low mercury fish during pregnancy is very healthy, and these fish can be eaten up to 3 times per week. Fatty fish like salmon and anchovies are especially good options as they are high in omega-3 fatty acids which are important for your baby. Undercooked or raw fish. Raw fish, especially shellfish, can cause several infections. This can be viral, bacterial or parasitic infections such as norovirus, Vibrio, Salmonella and Listeria. Some of these infections may only affect you, causing dehydration and weakness. Other infections may be passed on to your baby with serious or even fatal consequences. Pregnant women are especially susceptible to Listeria infections. Undercooked, raw and processed meat. Some of the same issues with raw fish affect undercooked meat too. Eating undercooked or raw meat increases your risk of infection from several bacteria or parasites including Toxoplasma, E. coli, Listeria and Salmonella. Bacteria may threaten the health of your little one, possibly leading to stillbirth or several neurological illnesses, including intellectual disabilities, blindness and epilepsy. While most bacteria are found on the surface of the whole piece of meat, other bacteria may linger inside the muscle fibers. Raw eggs. Raw eggs can be contaminated with Salmonella bacteria. Symptoms of Salmonella infections include fever, nausea, vomiting, stomach cramps and diarrhea. However, in rare cases, the infection may cause cramps in the uterus, leading to premature birth or stillbirth. Most commercial products that contain raw eggs are made with pasteurized eggs and safe to consume. However, you should always read the label to make sure. To be on the safe side, make sure to always cook eggs thoroughly or use pasteurized eggs. Organ meat. Organ meat is a greater source of variety of nutrients. This includes iron, vitamin B12, vitamin A, zinc and copper, all of which are good for you and baby. However, Eating too much animal-based vitamin A is not recommended during pregnancy. Consuming too much preformed vitamin A, especially in the first trimester of pregnancy, can lead to congenital malformations and miscarriage. Although this is mostly associated with vitamin A supplements, it is best to keep your consumption of organ meats like liver to just a few ounces once per week. Caffeine. Pregnant people are generally advised to limit their caffeine intake to less than 200 milligrams per day. Caffeine is absorbed very quickly and passes easily into the placenta. Because babies and their placenta do not have the main enzyme needed to metabolize caffeine, high levels can build up. High caffeine intake during pregnancy has been shown to restrict fetal growth and increase the risk of low birth weight at delivery. Raw sprouts. Raw sprouts, including clover, radish and mung bean sprouts, may be contaminated with salmonella. The humid environment required for seeds to start sprouting is ideal for these kinds of bacteria, and they are almost impossible to wash off. For this reason, you are advised to avoid raw sprouts altogether. However, sprouts are safe to consume after they have been cooked. Unwashed fruits and vegetables. The surface of unwashed or unpeeled fruits and vegetables may be contaminated with several bacteria and parasites. These includes Toxoplasma, E. coli, Salmonella and Listeria, which can be acquired from the soil or through handling. Contamination can occur at any time during production, harvest, processing, storage, transportation or retail. One dangerous parasite that might linger on fruits and vegetables is called Toxoplasma. The majority of people who get toxoplasmosis have no symptoms, while others may feel like they have the flu for a month or more. While you are pregnant, it is very important to minimize the risk of infection by thoroughly washing with water, peeling or cooking fruits and vegetables. Keep it up as good habit after baby arrives too. Unpasteurized milk, cheese and fruit juice. Raw milk, unpasteurized cheese can contain an array of harmful bacteria including Listeria, Salmonella, E. coli and Campylobacter. The same goes for unpasteurized juices, which is also prone to bacterial contamination. These infections can only have life-threatening consequences for an unborn baby. The bacteria can be naturally occurring or caused by contamination during collection or storage. Pasteurization is the most effective way to kill any harmful bacteria without changing the nutritional value of the products. To minimize the risk of infections, eat only pasteurized milk, cheese and fruit juice. Alcohol. It is advised to completely avoid drinking alcohol when you are pregnant, as it increases the risk of miscarriage and stillbirth. Even a small amount can negatively impact your baby's brain development. Drinking alcohol during pregnancy can also cause fetal alcohol syndrome, which involves facial deformities, heart defects, and intellectual disability. Since no level of alcohol has been proven to be safe during pregnancy, it is recommended to avoid it altogether. Processed junk food. Processed junk food is generally low in nutrients and high in calories, sugar and added fats. And eating too much junk food can lead to excess weight gain. Excess weight gain has been linked to many complications and diseases, and this includes increased risk for gestational diabetes as well as pregnancy or birth complications. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys like this video. And please do like, share and subscribe.